Good morning, everyone. It's back to school time, and I wanted to start this year off right with a how-to video. What better to do than a how-to all about contouring and highlighting? Dive right into it. Let's start off with brushes. Let's open our back to school books and delve into brushes 101, all about highlighting, contouring, and just what brushes to use in general when you're doing your makeup. To start off, let's point out the difference between these two brushes. You have synthetic brushes and natural hair brushes. The important thing to know is that a synthetic brush can be used for both creams and powders, but this here natural hair brush can only be used for powders. If you try to use it with a cream, it's going to be a mess. It's going to soak up all your product. Also, with synthetic brushes like this one here, it's a lot softer. I find it blends out your makeup better and makes it much more airbrush. They're also a lot more multi-use functioning, and I really like these personally. Next, you're going to see some of my very favorite brushes that I love to use for highlighting and contouring in everyday use. We have brands like Tarte, e.l.f, and Luxie. But first, let's separate the difference between these two. You have two different brushes with two different price points. I really both like these brushes. The one on the left is a little thicker. The one on the right is a little thinner. They also have different lengths and heights, but they really work for the same purpose. This e.l.f. one I got from Walmart for $6, and this Luxie one I believe is around $24. These are great for blending out cream products like contour and bronzer. These are some of my favorite brushes to use. Next, let's talk about powder highlighting. I love all these brushes for powder highlighting. Again, this is a natural hair one from Sigma. It's great to dust powder to set your concealer, as well as this Luxie one. But the Luxie 181 is perfect because you can use the back end for cream contouring or highlighting, in the front, the fluffier end, powder highlighting, contouring. I prefer that side only with powders though. Also, about nose contouring, this is so important. If you have an angled shader brush that you have no clue what to do with, get it out. It is so perfect for contouring your nose. It was made for it. Next, we have some e.l.f. brushes, all such great brushes. We have a contour, a stippling brush, and a powder brush. Perfect if you're on a budget. Again, we have some Luxie brushes that I'll link down below and already showed you. I really love these brushes. They are hands down my favorite, and I've tried so many. This is a Tarte brush I wanted to recommend. It's amazing for powder contouring. It's thin enough that it will blend it out but give you a sharp line. Next, we have the beauty sponges. We have the Real Techniques beauty sponge that had a flat and angled bottom, while the beauty blender is rounded. Again, the major difference between these two, besides the flatness and angled on the bottom, is the beauty blender is a lot squishier and the Real Techniques is firmer. I like the beauty blender better, but the Real Techniques is a great dupe. I hope this video was super informative for you guys and you learned something. Keep watching for my highlighting and contouring how-to video coming soon. Thanks guys, have a great first week at school.